Every revolution begins with a whisper of truth, one soul brave enough to speak what the world refuses to see.
He walks among those still asleep, carrying a spark that could set the world ablaze.
When truth rises, the world rearranges itself around it.
We've been expecting you. Even those lost in darkness recognize truth. They may not follow it, but they feel its pull.
A single spark can ignite 1,000 hearts, but only if someone dares to hold it.
He stands at the center of history, between what humanity was and what it must become.
This is where the awakening begins.
Truth is heavier than any burden, for the honest must carry what others fear to even acknowledge.
To speak truth is to walk through the shattering remains of the world's comfortable illusions.
Honesty splits a man in two, the one he was and the one he must become.
Sometimes I feel like I'm invisible, like I'm not even here.
Truth does not just reveal the world, it forces the world to reveal itself. What he carries is not information, but revelation, and revelations demand a price.
The weight grows heavier, and yet he does not break.
The moment truth is spoken, forces rise to silence the one who dared to speak it.
Opposition is not a sign of failure, but the first confirmation that truth has landed.
When you speak truth, walls rise, not to stop you, but to test if you will climb.
The world resists change, and so it will attempt to drag the truth teller back into silence.
Some attacks are spoken. Others strike the soul directly. But within the one who carries truth lives a fire stronger than fear. When truth confronts darkness, darkness remembers it was never meant to win. Opposition is only the doorway. After facing darkness, comfort arrives, not as a gift, but as the first whisper of surrender.
The world will always offer a soft seat to the truth teller, hoping he chooses silence over sacrifice.
En stemmen vi find voice in what can zorn, of two and for many. Now we're saying the perfect.
Comfort dulls vision. It dims the flame that was once unshakable.
Sometimes the greatest enemy is not darkness, but the version of you that stops halfway. Comfort is a mirage. It appears solid until the truth calls you forward.
When all illusions fade, the soul stands alone before its destiny. The easy road protects your comfort. The difficult one protects your purpose. True truth-tellers choose purpose over peace.
Awakening begins the moment you stop running from who you truly are.
The real world does not change for the awakened. You change within it.
You begin to see the invisible chains others wear, chains they no longer notice.
Awakening is not isolation. It is the quiet power that shifts everything around you.
You sense the truth behind smiles, the fear behind silence, the longing behind every ordinary moment. It's a gift and a curse. This sight, this energy. So tell me what you saw.
We don't have a lot of time. This is not a safe place.
Your awareness expands until the world feels both louder and quieter at the same time. The awakened do not preach, they radiate. And those ready for truth feel it instantly.
When awakening meets the real world, purpose begins.
The awakened mind enters a world that has not changed and instantly feels the weight of its resistance.
I'm sorry to inform you all, but the company is bankrupt. We're all out of a job.
When you speak truth in a room built on comfort and illusion, expect the walls to tremble.
I believe this is the only way forward for our company.
You begin to battle not people, but the shadows of who you once were.
Awakening sharpens every sense, sometimes painfully, revealing what you tried to ignore for years.
The material world screams louder when your soul begins to hear differently. You feel disconnected not because you are lost, but because you finally see where you do not belong.
Please. There's nothing to be said.
When the world pushes against your awakening, stand firm. Collision is proof you're moving.
Transformation begins the moment you stop running from yourself and choose to face what's inside. Knowing is passive, but becoming requires surrender, courage, and the willingness to unlearn.
You watch your old identity dissolve, realizing it was only a shell made from fear and survival.
The moment you touch truth, illusions shatter, and the real you begins to rise.
Becoming is not instant. It is forged in every choice. To walk.
With each step, your energy shifts.
Your actions align.
Your soul takes command.
This is the threshold, when your transformation is no longer internal. It radiates outward, affecting everything you touch.
You are no longer someone who knows the truth. You are someone who lives it.
The active soul is known not by what it says, but by the frequency it carries, one that moves the world without force.
Your presence begins to shift environments. Energy aligns itself around your inner truth. You no longer absorb the world's chaos. You regulate it, becoming an anchor of clarity.
Get out of here.
Do you want the last piece of the croissant?
Yes, please. It looks yummy.
Children recognize your spirit first. They see the light in you without explanation.
You're my little ray of sunshine. I love you, Daddy.
Turmoil may surround you, yet your inner world remains unshaken. This is the strength of an awakened soul.
Where you go, clarity follows.
Where you stand, truth takes form.
Your compassion activates others.
Your courage awakens courage in them.
When your soul becomes active, your life becomes a message.
Your mission is not to escape the world, but to bring light into places that forgot what light feels like.
A prophet among humanity listens more than he speaks. Truth begins with understanding.
Let's go.
Your presence disrupts chaos. Your frequency dissolves confusion.
Let's try this again, shall we? Knowledge seeks those who are ready to carry it. Your mission deepens as your wisdom expands.
Sumat.
To carry truth is to carry compassion. Every soul you touch remembers its own worth.
Your mission is movement. Each step shifts realities.
Each choice alters timelines.
Courage, truth, and awakening.
The most important lesson is to always be kind to one another.
Even when the world resists you, your mission continues, because truth cannot be silenced.
Comes a moment when truth can no longer whisper. It must rise like the sun and call every sleeping soul to wake.
This is the hour when your voice becomes a signal.
A beacon cutting through the fog of deception.
When one truth-teller stands in their full power, thousands feel the pulse of awakening.
Your courage becomes a pathway. Your choices shape the map that others will follow.
Your presence reminds people of what they forgot. Their divinity, their strength, their truth.
A single heart aligned with truth is more powerful than 1,000 voices trapped in fear.
The final call is not to run, not to hide, but to rise.
Stand now as who you were meant to be. The world is waiting.